Okay, so one more fundamental thing that everybody that manages data type or informational web pages ends up having to do is make documents available for download over the web. And so we have a tool again on OmniPage that makes this very easy to do, and it works just like uploading images from the upload standpoint. So there's an upload documents link here. If you click that, it's going to open the document library. So the document library is like the image library. You can think of it just like a file folder. This is where you're going to store PDF files, Excel spreadsheets, Word documents, anything that you want to actually make available for people to download for one reason or another. So in this case, I'm going to add a document. You saw already there's 3 different ways, the most fundamental one being this one. But you can, if you do it all the time, you can create a folder that you access. So if you have a library of PDF files that you need to keep updated, you can just make that a folder that you access. You can save those files in there, link them on web pages, and then go back and replace those files with new versions anytime you want, or Excel spreadsheets or Word documents, same thing. You can just open it right in Word, make the change, save it. The next time a person downloads the file, they're going to get the updated file. So here I'm going to say I want to add a document, and I'm just going to browse, and I'm going to use this Master Players brochure for my website. So that's a PDF file. I'm going to say I want to open it. Again, you're going to get, if you do them one at a time, you're going to get this metadata folder or metadata form that's going to come up. It is doing it, isn't it? Okay, already. Okay, it's a little different. There's not as much information, but I'm going to say save. If you put them on through the folder method, again, it's just going to put it in there. And then I'm going to go to my web page and I'm going to say, I want to make that document be downloadable. And I don't know if there's anything that said, that's actually relevant here where I say Master Players Concert Series. So I'm just going to use this first line of text. Or actually, let me use something that's in the middle so you can see. So I'm going to highlight this, and what I want is when someone clicks this, they get that document. So it's very easy. I highlight what I want to put it in. I go up here to insert. I say I want to insert a link, and there's 2 options. By default, if I click this, the option is going to be from SharePoint. So there's 2 kinds of links that you'll want to put on web pages. One is a link to another web page. Quite often externally. So you have a link to another university or something you want to link to. That's what you would use. You use from address. I don't know why it says from address. I think it's because you're making a link from an address. But in this case, we want a link from SharePoint, so we could just click right on here, right on this guy, and it's going to be the default. It says, where do you want to link to? Well, I want to link to this document in the documents library called Master Players. I'm just going to say OK. And now I have that link. And all I need to do to see how that's going to work, I can either check it in or again, we can do the thing we always do. Get rid of this. I can come over here to page and I can say preview. And you see it puts a little PDF icon only when it's checked in. So it's going to do that for you. If they're Word documents, it's going to get a little Word icon. If it's an Excel spreadsheet, it's going to get Excel icon. We have icons for email addresses, so you can put an email address. It's going to put a little envelope up there.
PDF, and I'm going to email, Word doc, PowerPoint, Excel.
And I'm going to show you how to make the external link to those things in 1 second. So now if I were to click this, you can see if I hover over it down in the left-hand corner, it tells me it's going to download that Master Players brochure. So something that's just a very typical thing that people get asked to do. Make a page, put all these files on it, make them available for download. Well, you can use the table tool, make a table, put one column of the table be the names of all the documents, and the other column be like titles of all the documents. The other column be the names of all the documents, and then just link them to the documents. And then from then on, you just go into that library with your editor, open that document, edit it, save it back. It's always up to date. So a lot of people have repositories of these things already. That's my point. Keep it in SharePoint. If it's public, you can keep it in SharePoint. Or if it's internal to the department and your website has an internal section, you can, again, make it available. People have to log in to get there, but now they don't have to come to ask for it. They can just click it. And if it's the only copy, that's the key issue, is if it's the only copy you have, then it's the one. You're keeping the data right where it should be, where people expect it to be. You're not really being asked to do more work. You're just being asked to keep it in a different place. It should be easier. So what if I want to make Shungao's name be emailable? What I can do is I can make an internal link, or an external link, sorry, use the wrong term. So here's his name here, appearing here. I'm just going to highlight it. And then I'm going to go to Insert. Now I'm going to use that from address. But I'm going to put the, so here's an example where you actually have to know a little bit of code. I'm just going to say mail to : IANG. I think it's just shown at udel.edu and it doesn't matter anyway. Okay? And I'm going to say, okay. So you need to know that mail to : If this was a, well, I'll show you a regular web address in a second. I'm just going to say okay to that. And again, I'm going to go back to my page and preview. And if you look here, now there it is. And if I were to click this, it's going to run my Outlook and create a mail message to that address. And you can see the little mail icon. Now, you have to be careful about how this formats. That mail icon would be best if it was on the same line as the person's name. This is not a convenient place to do that. And then finally, so what if we wanted to make it go out to a website? You can probably guess. If I want to make a link to the CNN webpage, I can just copy this link, close my preview window, go back to the page that I'm editing, highlight some text, insert, again, pull down the little arrow, link from address, and just paste the address in there. No. Outlook is my default mail program, so when I click on that, I get Outlook. Whatever your default mail program is on your computer is going to open to email that person when you click that email address. And so in this case, you see it doesn't get any icon because it's a hyperlink to another website. But that would take us right to CNN if we published this page right now. And that is it for inserting links and documents.